And now for our first place team, let's give a big round of applause for the Highland.
Well, we sit at practice and look at that banner with the 2005 state champs on it every day, and we're so happy we get to be out there now. But it means the world to me to do this for my family and for these group of girls because they're the best group of girls anybody could ever play with.
And following Saturday's exclamation point win over Mid-Buchanan, indisputably the best team in Missouri Class II softball this season. But Highland's road to history was no cakewalk, and a largely all-hands-in affair. One ignited by a Lady Cougar who typically isn't one of the team's highlight reel stalwarts, as Manda Jennings made her presence felt on the very first ball put in play.
That was a tough play. The wind was a little crazy today. Those balls in the air, they were doing some moving. But no, that was a big play. Got some momentum, and then Abby did her thing.
Yeah, that was an amazing catch by Amanda, and she's been making those all season.
And while the common theme of Abby Lay's near-flawless pitching created a central narrative to Highland's championship weekend,
After that first inning, I really calmed down and just pitched my game. And I knew my defense was going to back me up behind me, and they made some excellent plays.
it took some slightly less orthodox approach to piece this whole puzzle together. See also that one of Class II softball's most explosive lineups won both of its final 4 games this weekend playing small ball.
Ronnie said earlier, if we can get 3 runs, the way Abby was pitching, he liked our chances, and that's all we needed.
We do a lot of reps at practice, and I know the girls get tired of it, and coaches get tired of it. But Chris, you've been around long enough. When it gets to this stage, that's what wins and loses these kind of games. You got to handle that pressure.
Very versatile, a lot of athletes. Just a great bunch of girls, ready to do whatever is asked of them at any given moment. And today they play great. So many things I can't even process it right now.
First with Kira Rothweiler wreaking havoc on the base paths.
I didn't let any pressure off because I knew that team was good, and obviously they could get one back. But I knew that my team would be behind me and they would get more scores up. No matter if it's in the beginning of the game or at the end of the game, scores are scores. And if we get scores up on the board, then we're going to win a game.
And later with Hannah Ritterbusch following up a pair of, dare we say, dinky infield hits with a perfectly timed sacrificial moment.
Well, I was a little nervous. Coach doesn't ask me to bunt very often, but we've been working on it in practice, and he asked me if I could get it to the right side. I said, I think so. With this year, just being able to start varsity, getting extra swings, it's been really helpful, and just, I don't know, I feel like things are different this year, and I just have more confidence than I did last year, especially not being a freshman anymore, really like coming out, being myself.
The cleanest and most impressive hits of Highland's entire weekend also came from an unexpected source, as Kat Darnell busted out of her hitting slump in the best way possible.
It was pretty cool. I've been struggling the past couple games, but today I came out on top. Actually, Coach Cyphers had a talk with me before I came up to my second at bat, and he's like, in the cage, you're hitting it strong, and just don't think about balls or strikes. Just be aggressive because that's your best. And with him giving me that advice, I took with it, and I got those hits.
I think there was a moment where, early I felt like we were taking a lot of strikes. And it wasn't just her, it was a lot of us. We were just taking strike 1, strike 2. A couple of them took a few strike 3s. So we just had a little moment like, we take all this BP before the game. Why are we taking strikes if we take all this BP? And she, I think, took it to heart. So she came out aggressive, and you could tell. And she had put 2 good swings on 2 good pitches and got us some runs.
Oh, of course. I was super nervous. I mean, I think anyone would be. We haven't been here since 2005, and it's an amazing experience.
As off-brand as some of this stuff may have played, the championship hoist itself was a textbook testament, not just to the talented players here, but Highland's incredible coaching standards. For sure with the man at the top.
I tell you, I've told a lot of people this. Paul Cyphers cares about the kids. He's always told them, ever since I've known him, that wins and losses are just numbers. It's what you are 15 years down the road. And I tell you, we've got some girls that went down the road that we're proud of, and this group right here is going to be we're going to be just as proud of them.
But as well with the newly healthy, dare I say, hearty first base coach, who serves as his boss's best sounding board.
The good thing was KMEM broadcasted it, which that helped, but Yes, it's a lot better to be here, I'll tell you, it is.
How's your heart, literally and figuratively?
You know, it's good. It's good. You know, when I left the doctor, when they let me out, they told me, your heart's fixed. You know, just take care of it from down the road, we see what happens out.
In concert all season long with the fine work turned in by Amber Garner, Darren Jarvis, and Peggy Steinbach. Not to mention a poignant and deliberately planned special guest appearance in the Highland dugout by the First Lady of Lady Cougar softball herself, Diane Tenite.
There was no way that we was going to take that picture without her. And she protested and gave a good effort, but there was absolutely no way we was going to take that picture without her. She is the first face on the Mount Rushmore of Highland. Anything at Highland has been with Diane Tenike involved, and this year is no different. She's a big part of what we do. She's such a special person, just a wealth of knowledge, Hall of Famer. We love having her, and yes, it was very special. I loved it.